Hello listeners and viewers, welcome to Kaduna State Ministry of Education Radio and TV e-learning program designed for our SS3 and other students staying at home due to the coronavirus pandemic. The present administration under the able leadership of His Excellency, Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai, is positioned as always to ensure that under his leadership, our students are not left behind in all areas of human endeavors, especially education. Kaduna State is the center of learning. Therefore, we want to ensure that our students excel in their forthcoming examinations and beyond. Students and other learners at home are given this opportunity in order to continue learning, as education is a continuous process. Different subjects will be taught in this program to assist students to perform excellently in the forthcoming Senior School Certificate examination being conducted by NECO and WAEC as soon as schools reopen. Teachers making presentations will always provide their names and phone numbers during each presentation, and they can be contacted for questions, further explanations, and/or clarifications. The following numbers and contacts can also be reached for expression of any concern or observation: 090-865-00545 or 080-383-62072. Our website is www.education.kdsg.gov.ng. Our email education@kdsg.gov.ng or education.kdsg@gmail.com. Our YouTube channel, Ministry of Education, Kaduna State. Our Twitter handle @Kaduna_MOE. Or our Facebook page, Ministry of Education, Kaduna State. Stay safe, stay at home, and learn well. Thank you, happy listening, and happy viewing.
Hello students, my name is Mr. Jameson Yaru. You are a regular accounting teacher. I'm here again, yet with another topic, apart from the topic we treated last week, under single entry or incomplete record. The topic of our discussion today is going to be control account. By definition, in big organizations, many ledgers are kept for debtors and creditors. Because of large number of ledgers used in the preparation of accounts, errors may be difficult to locate. In order to reduce the time involved in locating errors, it is convenient and desirable to adopt a system whereby each ledger can be balanced independently of others. Control account can be employed for this purpose. Control accounts can be defined as memorandum of accounts, the balance of which reflects the aggregate balance of many related subsidiary accounts which are part of the double entry system. It is the account to which is debited and credited the total amount of all the transactions which have been debited and credited in details to individual debtors and creditors' ledgers. Control accounts are not necessarily part of double entry system. They perform the function of a trial balance to a particular ledger. They are kept for customers, that is sales ledgers account, and suppliers, that is purchases ledgers account. Now we are going to look at the advantages of ledger accounts, which are as follows. 1, Control accounts help in locating errors. Like I have said earlier on, big organizations keep ledger accounts, which in fact always difficult for them to locate errors. But with this, it helps to locate errors easily. Number two, they can provide a check on the accuracy of balances of ledgers. The balances were extracted, like what I've just said. These balances were taken from subsidiary books. That is the cash book, the ledgers, the trial balance, returns outward journal, returns inward journal, and the rest of them to these ledgers. So, in fact, if you want to know the total creditors and total debtors of your business, control account is the answer. Then we have fraud is always difficult. Anything that has to do with fraud is always difficult, since as far as control account is concerned. We have 4. The balances of the total debtors and creditors can be easily calculated. At a point in time, you can ascertain the total creditors and total debtors, and that is the reason for control account. Then 5, they can be used to detect missing figures. Big organizations, in fact, deal with thousands and thousands of transactions. At a point in time, some figures are not really recorded, are missing. Because of what? Because of they are too many. Then we have 6, they save time. In the course of locating errors can be detected easily within a short period of time, because accounts are recorded in ledgers. Number 7, they allowed homogeneous items to be grouped together. When I said homogeneous items, I'm referring to items that are of the same class. Let's take, for instance, total creditors are recorded in the sales ledger control account, and total debtors are recorded in the debtors or sales ledger control account. So classes of items or classes of transactions are recorded according to their classes, and which is happening in control account. We have the divisions of control accounts. 1, we have the total debtors control account or sales ledger control account. This division or this account is prepared to find the total debtors within a particular period of time. That's another name, sales ledger control account. It could be total debtors within a particular period of time or total sales within a particular period of time. Then the second one is total creditors control account or purchases ledger control account. This one also is prepared to ascertain the total creditors or suppliers or total purchases within a particular period of time. These are the divisions of control account. Now we are going to use one example to solve a question that comes from control account. Example 1. The following balances were extracted from the books of Mr. Israel Enterprises on 31st December 2019. Sales ledger debit balance on 1st January 2019 is 98,260 naira. Then sales ledger credit balance 1st January 2019 is 2,370 naira. Then this is for purchases ledger or total debtors ledger. Then we have both ledger credit balance 1st January 2019 72,190 naira. Then we have the credit balance under both ledger still on 1st January 2019, 4,210 naira. Then credit purchases, 515,620 naira, credit purchases. Then we have credit sales, 781,540 naira. We have contra settled by, that is, we have accounts settled by contra. Accounts settled by contra. This contra simply refers to a situation whereby a producer is also at the same time the consumer. So now, once this happens, it is recorded 2 times in the account. So we have the amount of contra as 6,220 naira. Bills dishonored, 7,500. We have bad debt written off, 5,260 naira. Like what I've said, bad debts are debts that can never be recovered. They are irrecoverable debts. Debt turned out to be bad. Some customers acquire goods from you but refuse to pay the money. So such debts are known as bad debts, and it is a loss to the business. Now we have bills of exchange drawn on customers. Bills of exchange is just like a check, but it deals with international business. So we continue with the question. We have returns inwards, 7,450 naira. Returns outwards, 8,920 naira. We have cash received from debtors, 689,230 naira. We have cash paid to suppliers, 495,140 naira. Discount received, 19,320 naira. Well, we have discount allowed, 27,750 naira. Cash refund to customers, we have 1,270 naira. Then cash sales, credit balance, 31st December 2019, 2,010 naira. Both ledger debit balance, 31st December 2019, 3,340 naira. You are required to prepare A, sales ledger control account, and B, purchases ledger control account. With this information given, we are going to prepare these 2 accounts. Solutions. Mr. Israel, sales ledger control account, 2019. We have the T account, which is presented or which is drawn on a horizontal method. Call this one the T account. Then the balance of sales, total debtors, is debited. You have 98,260 naira. On the credit side, because in the sales ledger, 2 figures were given, the debit and the credit. This is how it is going to be recorded. The debit side has 98,260 naira. The credit side has 2,370 naira. Now, this amount is referring to the total debtors within the particular period. And this amount refers to the amount that has been paid but yet to be recorded. You are now recording this amount here. That is why you can see here, balance brought down, balance brought down. Then, sales, credit sales within the period. The total amount gives us 781,540 naira. Then we have cash refund to customers, 1,270 naira. Bills dishonored, we have 7,500. Then we stop there. Then to the right hand side, we have contra entry, the one that I've just said. It appears on the credit side of the total debtors control account, 6,220 naira. Then we have bills receivable, 34,730 naira. Bad debt written off, 5,260 naira. We have returns inwards, 7,450 naira. We have cash received from debtors. Cash received from debtors, 689,230 naira. Then we have discount allowed, 24,750 naira. Then balance. Now we add this one, add the total, and the total of this balance carried down. Now we add this one, add the total of this one, gives us 890,580 naira. Then we are adding this one all down here. We subtract this total from this total and bring it down here. The difference gives us 120,570 naira, being our balance carried down. Then by adding this 120,000 plus 750,000 together with these figures will give you the same amount. That is what we call balancing in accounting. So by balancing this one, where we have balance carried down, on the opposite side we'll have balance brought down. Now we have balance carried down, 2,010 naira is brought down here as balance brought forward. This one is brought down here as balance brought forward. Well, 120,570 naira is brought on the debit side as balance brought forward. This implies the total, but the money that has been paid, the money that is yet to be paid, bringing the total here as 120,570 naira. This one could be a total sales. This one could be a total debtors within a particular period of time. Now, we have succeeded in preparing the debtors control account or sales ledger control account. We are now going to prepare Mr. Israel Purchases Ledger Control Account. The same thing. On the credit side, in the total debtors control account, the balance brought forward was written on the debit side. Well, in the Purchases Ledger Control Account, the balance brought forward will be written on the credit side. That is why you can see balance brought forward here, 772,190 naira. Then balance brought forward on the debit side is written 4,210 naira. This is the total purchases, and this is the total of payment, the amount that was paid but yet to be recorded. Is that clear? So now, credit purchases, current credit purchases is 513,620 naira. Then we have balance brought down. That is the last balance of last year, is the one that was brought down here as balance carried down, 3,340 naira. Having recorded this one, we go to the debit side. And on the debit side, we have the balance, we have the contra entry, which I said this contra entry is going to be treated twice. It was treated in the sales ledger control account, and it is also treated in the purchases ledger control account. In the sales ledger control account, it was appeared on the debit side, but this one also, it will appear on the debit side. Credit side, debit side. Contra 6,220 naira. Then we have returns outwards, 8,920 naira. We have cash payment to creditors, 495,140 naira. Discount received, 19,320 naira. Then we add this one up. We added the total of credit side. The amount gives us 589,150 naira. Then, by adding 19,320 From 19,000 upwards, we subtract the total from 598,000 and 89,150 naira. Then the balance or the difference gives us 55,340 naira. We added the 55,340,000 with the total figures. Then the total gives us the balance, both the debit side and the credit side, as 589,150 naira. Now, as I've said earlier on, we have balance carried down. On the opposite side, we will have balance brought down. 55,000 is brought to the right-hand side of the account as balance brought forward. And then 3,340 naira is brought to the left-hand side as 3,340 naira. So this is just, and I said this one represents the total. This one represents the total creditors. Amount that is due to be paid to the creditors. Amount that is due to be paid to the what? Creditors. And then this is the amount already that is due to be paid and is now taken care of. So these are the two accounts that are prepared. The account is very simple, but unless you practice the account very well. It's very simple, but with practice. Now, like I said, it's not all that big. It's as simple as ABC, but you have to couple it with what? Practice. So in summary, this is what I have for you today. In summary, control accounts are defined as the accounts which the total debtors and total creditors are what? Prepared. And after that, we also mention the advantages and disadvantages of control account as one, it is served to locate errors. It is served to test the arithmetic accuracy of all the postings from the ledgers. 3, it prevents frauds. Number 3, it affords one to know the total debtors and total creditors. Number 5, they can be used to dictate missing figures. Number 6, they save time in terms of locating errors. Number 7, they allowed homogeneous items to be grouped together. That is, transactions that are of the same class are grouped together. Then we discuss also the divisions of control account, which I said, 1, we have total debtors control account or sales ledger control account. Or the second one is we have total creditors control account or purchases ledger control account. Students, this is what I have for you. As such, you will be able, in fact, so as such, I have been telling you often and often that control account is a very small subject. It's not all that wide or broad as compared to other subjects. As such, you will never have problems when you watch carefully over what I have been doing here on the board. And I believe you will practice as much as possible some of the assignment that will be offered to you today. So please, this is one of the topics that come rain, come thunder, it must come out during examination. So if you happen to know this secret, why not? If you concentrate on this and concentrate on some other topics and that are very simple, just like the control account, this one will afford you or will give you the ample time, in fact, to pass your accounting without stress. Accounting is as simple as ABC, but just the simple methods to adopt that matters. As such, you agree with me with this, you will be able to come by in terms of accounting, most especially in this topic. Now, I have come to the end of this lesson. Before I go, here is your assignment for you to keep you busy at home. Attempt the following questions in Essential Financial Accounting textbook for senior secondary schools by O.A. Longe and R.A. Kazim. 1. 17.1, page 176. 2. 17.6, page 179. And 3. 17.7, page 179. If you practice this, please send them to me. If you have any question, send them to me. I'm repeating it again. Attempt the following questions in Essential Financial Accounting textbook for senior secondary schools by O.A. Longe and R.A. Kazim. 1. 17.1, page 176. 2. 17.6, page 179. And 3. 17.7, page 197. The reference is Essential Financial Accounting by O.A. Longe and R.A. Kazim. Again, Essential Financial Accounting by O.A. Longe and R.A. Kazim. I remain the same, unchanged, no counterfeit, no duplicate. Mr. James Eliaro. My phone number is 09046957453. I repeat again, 09046957453. Stay home. Stay safe. Keep on learning. Meet again. Thank you.